If you're thinking about moving to Little Rock, Arkansas, there's so much information online, but most of it's generic, outdated, or just plain wrong. In this video, I'm going to share the things that nobody tells you before you relocate here, the real stuff, from someone who lives here and works in this market every single day. We're going to cover the actual cost of living, the neighborhoods people are really moving into right now, the job market, the school situation, what surprises people the most when they get here, and what to watch out for so you don't make a costly mistake. Whether you're moving here in the next 30 days or just starting research, stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer picture of whether Little Rock is the right move for you. Before we get into all that, I want to just take a quick second to say if you're already thinking seriously about buying, selling, or relocating to Little Rock, please reach out. My information is going to be in the description. Let's start with the big picture because a lot of people have a preconceived idea about Arkansas and specifically Little Rock that just doesn't match reality. Little Rock is a state capital and it functions like a real mid-sized American city. You've got a proper downtown, a growing art scene, excellent restaurants, a thriving medical sector, and genuinely a really diverse population. This is not just a small rural town. The city sits right on the Arkansas River, and that geography gives it character that surprises a lot of newcomers. You've got the River Market District, Riverfront Park, and downtown that's actively being reinvested in. People walk here, people bike here. There's energy. Now, I want to be honest with you. Like any city, Little Rock has its challenges. There are parts of the city that have higher crime, and that's something we'll talk about when we get into the neighborhoods. But every market has its pockets, and knowing which areas to focus on is exactly what this is for. This is one of the biggest reasons people are moving to Little Rock right now, especially from places like Texas, California, Florida, and the Northeast. The cost of living here is genuinely, I can't say that word, significantly lower than the national average. We're talking about a city where you can buy a beautiful move-in ready home in a great neighborhood for $250,000 to $400,000, when a home like that would cost $700,000 plus in a comparable city somewhere else. Groceries, utilities, dining out, all of it runs lower here. The median home price in the greater Little Rock metro hovers in the low to mid $200,000 range as of 2026, which makes home ownership accessible for middle income families. If you're coming from a high cost market, that difference in your monthly mortgage payment is life changing. Property taxes in Arkansas are also among the lowest in the country. We do have state income taxes, but the overall tax burden here is very manageable compared to other places people are relocating from. When you add it all up, your dollar just goes a lot farther here. So this is where local expertise is really going to matter because some zip codes, they just don't tell you the whole story in Little Rock. West Little Rock is consistently the most popular destination for families and professionals relocating from out of state. You've got great schools, newer construction, excellent retail spaces, and a very suburban feel. Communities like Chenal Valley and Pleasant Valley are all areas where families are relocating to, and they love it. The Heights and Hillcrest are neighborhoods that are also really popular with young professionals. People who want walkability, historic character, and proximity to great restaurants and coffee shops. They're going to be older and more established neighborhoods with beautiful craftsmen and Tudor-style homes. A very different vibe from West Little Rock, which is more urban feeling. Maumelle is another city that's technically separate from Little Rock, but it sits right on the metro's edge and it's really popular with families. It's master planned, has its own school district, and offers some of the best value in the entire area. A lot of people overlook Maumelle when they're researching and then fall in love with it. Benton and Bryant are just south of Little Rock and they're experiencing tremendous growth. The Saline County School District is excellent. Home values have appreciated well, and you get that smaller community feel with easy access to everything Little Rock has to offer. So, these are great options if you work in the city but want more of a suburban lifestyle. So, when we're talking about school districts, I'm going to be straight with you because this is one of the most important factors for families and it deserves an honest answer. The Little Rock School District has faced well documented challenges over the years, and the district has been under state control. This is something families need to be aware of and factor into the decision about where to live within the metro. The good news is families have other options. Pulaski Academy is highly regarded private school. Catholic High for boys and Mount St. Mary Academy have strong reputations here. And if you choose to live in Bryant, Benton, Maumelle, or Cabot, even Conway, you'll be in a different, higher performing school district entirely. Charter school options have also expanded in recent years, giving you more flexibility. The key here is doing your homework on schools before you choose your neighborhood. People don't just move somewhere, though, for the weather or the home prices. They move because the opportunity is there. And Little Rock has economic substance. Healthcare is a dominant industry here. The University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences, UAMS, is one of the largest employers in the state and anchors a major medical corridor. Arkansas Children's Hospital is world class. If you're in healthcare, this city has serious opportunity. State government employs a significant portion of the workforce, which provides stability. The legal sector, finance, logistics, and retail trade all have meaningful presence here. The tech sector is small, but it's growing. There are real estate tech companies, health tech startups, and emerging entrepreneurial, another word I can't say, community. The cost of doing business in Arkansas is pretty low, and that attracts employers who are priced out of expensive markets. For remote workers, this is a big one. Little Rock is a dream. You get high quality of life and incredible affordable homes, and you keep your out-of-state salary. The combination is exactly why we're seeing so much relocation activity right now. There are a few things that almost always come up for relocators in the first few months. Number one, the food scene. It's way better than people expect. Little Rock has incredible, vibrant restaurant culture. There's Southern cuisine, Asian, Latin restaurants, farm to table concepts. The river market is packed with options, and neighborhoods like Heights have their own little dining strips. Number two, the outdoor lifestyle. People don't realize how close you are to incredible nature. The Ouachita National Forest is about an hour west. Hot Springs National Park, the Buffalo National River, one of the most beautiful rivers in the country, is under 2 hours away. And right in the city, Pinnacle Mountain State Park gives you a real hike with summit views without leaving the metro. Number three, the traffic. People moving from Dallas or Atlanta or any major metro are shocked by how manageable the traffic is here. A 30-minute commute in Little Rock is considered long. That time you get back every day is a real quality of life shift. And number four, the community. People here are friendly. Southern hospitality is not a myth. Newcomers consistently tell me they felt welcomed faster here than anywhere else they lived. The sense of belonging matters, especially when you're starting somewhere new. So, now that we've covered that, I'm going to tell you up front the truth before you have to figure it out the hard way. Crime is real in certain parts of Little Rock. The city's crime statistics are above the national average, but that number is heavily concentrated in specific areas. This is where your research into crime maps and calling the local police stations come in. As a realtor, I can't tell you that this is a high crime area or a dangerous spot or not. The summers here, they're hot. They're humid. If you're coming from a northern climate, July and August in Little Rock are no joke. Temperatures in the high 90s, even the 100 with humidity is normal. The good news is the winters are mild. We don't get a ton of snow, and there's very few days that are below freezing. But be ready for the summer. The market here moves pretty fast. If you're planning to buy, don't assume you can take 6 months to decide. Good homes in popular neighborhoods are getting multiple offers. Come prepared when you find the right property. It's not pressure, it's just the reality. When a home is priced right in this market, it moves. Knowing that in advance is going to help you position yourself correctly. All right, you made it to the end of the video, and that means you're doing your research the right way. It's going to serve you well when it's time to make the move. Now that you know the big picture, the next thing you need to understand is the Little Rock real estate market in detail. What homes actually cost, what are the different price points, and what the buying process looks like. I have other videos on just that. Go check out my playlist about home buying.